Alright, back to
once
champion
again.
select.
Uh, Now, based on that, are we gonna see? I wonder if we're gonna see the same bans as last game, with the Aurelian, the Nidalee, or are we gonna see some different ones?
I mean, I don't know. I would guess they
Well,
ban the Aurelian Soul again. If they ban it all.
mm-hmm.
I don't know, where's the Gragas ban?
Oh, the Gragas. And also, because in that game, it was a different team. It was a different team that dominated. Firefly wasn't on the team that dominated that time. So to possibly keep him down, they could do him in Nidalee again. And but then, however, at the same time, they're gonna want, instead of just banning random champions like Cassiopeia and uh, Gnar, they're going to want to ban things that the red team played well on, like Sivir and
I mean,
potentially
realistically, I
York.
think banning the Aurelian Soul again, seeing how much that impacted Meegs' play
Oh
in
yeah.
the mid lane, I think it's just a good ban overall.
Mm-hmm. Meegs might be interested in banning the Varus, but I don't think the same person is. No, the same person is playing. Never mind. The Aurelian Soul's down. Here we go. Diana and Gragas starting off, but then Aurelian moving into something we've seen already.
You think they're gonna ban the Yorick? I don't
Not
think so.
probably not. Considering we got about two to three new players in the mix,
Yeah.
and a lots that didn't play last game, so he's banning, so they might not ban the York, but they did ban the Nidalee again.
Nidalee is a good ban, especially against Firefly.
Firefly, known for his cat lady play. Kog'Maw.
I think that's a
There
fine
goes the
ban.
Kog'Maw. Yeah, that's fine. They don't want to be shut down again by the Gatling gun, whether it be in jungle or in bot lane. And Rek'Sai going after Firefly on the red team.
Yeah. Forcing him to pick something other than those two champs.
Mm-hmm.
They'll probably pick something like Graves or Kindred, Evelyn, Echo, something like that. See what they first pick here. What do you think of Disciples Thresh last game?
Uh, it had the prospects of being pretty good, but if it was if he had landed more death sentences, uh,
Yeah.
in a couple places, had he caught people with a wall of the box, it would have panned out a lot better. And I have some insider information that Firefly is salty that they've even banned Rek'Sai, even though he didn't do that well.
Alright, the Yasuo first pick. I don't think that's going to be going in support, so
No,
maybe that's bronze or maybe
this
Monsoons. Hovering over the Aurelia here.
yeah. Uh, Insider information. They don't like the fact that he had the prey seeker snipes last game. Oh, those snipes.
Taking a long time
Yes.
to pick their champions. They're kind of taking this seriously now.
Oh, it's no. I mean, considering the first game was literally
Yeah.
just pick the first champion they thought of.
We were like talking about a champion and they were almost done. Oh,
Spank
Cassidin.
Cassiopeia.
Cassiopeia.
Uh-huh.
That seems fun, yeah. And I like the Aurelia. Aurelia versus... Oh, it looks like Disciple might be going top, actually,
Top
with that
lane.
Yasuo with the teleport. Versus the Aurelia.
Mm-hmm. Fire. Oh,
Skarner.
Skarner coming out.
Okay, I have that down as one of his... Yeah. It's level 5 mastery on it, I think.
Ooh. They just can't keep Firefly away from something he likes to play. and once again with the Jin AD carry. Let's see and versus Jin versus Lucian. Same AD carry matchup we saw in the first game with the Blitzcrank support.
I think that Lucian's going to me because I think Shibanga is going to be going to the mid lane.
Mm-hmm.
And the Blitzcrank.
Oh yeah. I
think we will see an invade in this game.
definitely from the Blitzcrank, Lucian.
Looks like we got 2 more. Got the Jin coming out from Gavin. This is pretty good.
Wonder what? Oh, they got the Sona. Oh, we got a Sona support.
I don't like it. I don't like playing against. Oh, all right. That's good against Blitz if he knows if he's good at it.
If his reactions with the Black Shield are on point. Is this gonna be a mid lane Karma?
Honestly, I would pick an Alistar with in the bot lane because you have Yasuo, but
if you get the
very little knockups on the blue side.
Yeah, and Monty might be going jungle on the Kindred.
Maybe, unless they swap around.
Yeah, it looks, and like once again with the Alistar over the Morgana being a good pick. Alistar could just just tank the hooks with his face and then knock up and hit Lucian back towards hit Lucian away from the Blitzcrank.
I also think that Alistar does a good job of keeping Aurelia off of the back line. So I do think that the red team has a better team fight team, but it'll mostly be dependent on how Yasuo and this bot lane goes.
Yes, for a team where they first picked Yasuo, surprisingly little, actually none. No, there are no knockups except for Yasuo's own.
Yeah. All right, now we got 3 minutes. Go grab a snack.
3 minutes delay. If you don't mind, we're gonna play a commercial for this time. So, how do you feel about Cassiopeia versus Karma?
I don't play mid lane.
Oh, wow.
Cassiopeia seems alright, but I know that Karma was pretty dominant early this season, but she doesn't seem as good. Let me turn that off. She doesn't seem as good now as she did.
No, she's not in the spotlight as much. For me, I play mid a lot. So, honestly, in this season, Cassiopeia, with the Karmas falling out of the limelight, Cassiopeia's risen again into it with her poison and the reset on her E where she can just spam it on someone. Personally, I see lots of early game. I see more poke going towards Karma, and if she can land her in a flame, if she can land her Qs, she'll be putting more damage and forcing Cassiopeia farther back. But as the game goes on, if Karma doesn't place, if Baron doesn't play carefully, Cassiopeia could potentially just lock him down with the grounding and slow on her W, and then E him to death.
Yeah. I don't know. This top lane seems alright. I know Aurelia is pretty dominant, so
I foresee lots of, when they do engage, lots of very fast-paced gameplay.
Yeah.
The Aurelia was, she doesn't have tons of projectiles, and she also has a dash. So, the wind wall, unless Kindred is ganking, was almost a non-factor. And it's really just going to become how well he can do with the dashing with his dash through minions and Q the Aurelia.
Seems like we're gonna get into game relatively soon.
In just 22 seconds left, and the delay will be set.
Let's see here. Yeah, I think the game will be interesting. I think, I personally think that if the bottom lane can win at level 3 or 4, then they're going to be able to snowball that bot lane. But if the Jhin and the Morgana are able to kind of keep the Blitzcrank down, I think that the bot lane will go pretty even.
Mm-hmm. Gonna need some extreme accuracy on those dark bindings.
Yeah. As we get in here, loading in. Let's see here.
Check out the skins. Best card of the game for me.
Yeah. Gotta make sure when I play, I pick a champion that I own a skin on. Let's see here.
Let's see who has given more money to our God Riot.
Oof. Wow.
Ooh.
4-4, close. Yeah, Monty probably doesn't have a lot of skins. I am a little bit disappointed in Varan not having a skin though, especially on Karma. The Project Yasuo though.
Oh, we got Project on Project.
Yeah, and
Yasuo and Lucian.
Frostblade Aurelia.
Like Frost. Never mind.
What do you think of that Blitzcrank skin? I think it's.
I
right.
own that Blitzcrank skin. It's my favorite Blitzcrank skin. Maybe I'm just biased because I own a Mac.
All right, I like the Hot Rod one much more.
It is that the Hot Rod one. Before Blitzcrank came out, that one was definitely my favorite.
All right, looks like we're getting into game here.
As things are starting out, builds seem pretty typical for everyone.
Yeah.
Morgana pulling the Spell Thief's Edge with the refillable pot. Aurelia deciding to go Corrupting Pot again in the top lane, while Yasuo does the D-Blade approach.
Yeah, I feel like Aurelia might think that either she's going to lose early and go for the Corrupting Potion, or she might be able to go for the some sort of cheese early on because of the amount of damage that the Corrupting Potion does. This is really ballsy.
Aurelia is going in deep into the small brush and the warding next to mid.
I'm so disappointed in their red team. Why aren't they invading? They have a Blitzcrank. Come on.
Morgana put out the ward to see if any incoming ganks invades. Everyone seems to be playing very cautiously this game.
Yeah. Looks like Monty is
Spanga does his ward right outside of tower range again.
Probably just to see who he's facing, because I guess Karma could have gone top and Yasuo could have gone mid. It's like both of the junglers starting bot side. I really feel that Firefly, because I think he's the better jungler over Monte. I really think that if he invades Monty at any point, he will be able to shut him down. But Skarner, not the best counter invader, so I don't know.
No, he's not. Really, what I see is that Skarner, in my opinion, is better is a better jungler to protect yourself against invades.
Yeah.
Because of his little crystal towers, or because of the control points in the jungle.
Oof.
Nothing's really happening. Both Blitzcrank and Morgana miss their respective Qs.
Their crucial ability there, they both completely miss it. I mean, maybe the Blitzcrank pulled the minion towards him to cancel the Morgana Q, but
it's calculated.
I don't expect it.
No. From Bob4131.
Looks like a pretty early lead here from the top lane. Yasuo sitting at 9 CS and pushing
Monsoon
Yasuo
misses his Dark Binding again.
Monty going Gromp into Wolves into blue buff. And now is going for his stack that is on the Scuttle Crab, but Skarner is already on it. Looks like they're trying to fight over it right now.
Taking it. He left it to go to the scuttler. He left her for a little too long.
Yeah, it looks like
Look,
Skarner got it.
Firefly there gained the advantage by taking his buff
I'm going
and
for
then
that
taking
amazing Skarner run at them gank before level 6.
run at them. Use your E, slow them down.
Yeah. Let's see here. Pretty passive in the bottom lane so far. I'd like to see them try to land a hook, try to do some trading there. Meeg's already had to use his potion. Blitzcrank has not though, so. Overlord's procs off on Lucian there.
Oh, top lane they're having a bit of a duel.
Yeah, it looks
seems
like Aurelia's coming out on top here. Let's
oh yeah.
switch to
Oh,
that.
Disciple Disciple did get his last Q, so now he does have a knock up. Let's see if he can hit it.
Disciple has used all his pot while Aurelia is down 3 of her charges on her corrupting potion.
Down 1 charge.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. Starts with 3, not 5.
You know, that's Hunter's pot. Disciple unable to hit his knock up twice now.
Bit of trading here down the bot lane as the rocket grab lands. Good trade back, but don't know if this is exactly worth it because Jin gets the crit shot onto Meeks. Looks like some fighting going on the top lane. Does not go in for the kill there, but Aurelia coming back once she gets all of her abilities after losing a little bit early, but still down about 6 CS here.
Yeah,
pretty
Disciple's
early
forced
lead.
to recall.
Yeah, a pretty early lead in the mid lane though by the Cassiopeia versus the Karma.
And then Monty was actually forced to flash away from the Skarner.
Okay.
And in he comes with the Skarner run at them gank in mid lane. And Spanga responds in kind by running away.
Yeah, the Cassiopeia having a pretty dominant lead here early, not because of her ability to push Karma outside of the lane, but just purely through CS, up a good 13 right now.
And then in the bot lane,
Pretty even so
Lucian and Jin are pretty even on the CS. However, Jin and Morgana are at full health, and Meeks and Bob,
trading
Lucian
up in the
and
top
Blitzcrank
lane.
are not.
Yasuo going down really, really low. Got a health bot to heal him back up, but
Aurelia just keeps knocking down Yasuo down to the very, very low healths.
trading going on in the mid lane. I don't think they're gonna be able to get her though.
Nah, just
Yasuo
barely
gets
missed.
very low as well.
Are we just gonna see a red team sweep?
Maybe. I mean, it feels so far like it's just a pretty standard lane. There's no. Bot lane isn't really winning that hard, but I would definitely agree that Cassiopeia and Aurelia are both winning their lanes.
The lane pressure coming in from the red side on both top and mid are akin to last game and the game before. They're just above average.
Monty being a surprising 10 about 10 CS down in the jungle.
He hasn't been able to collect any of his marks yet.
Yeah.
And
you should really go for that scuttle crab down there.
hopefully he will be able to. Otherwise, his damage will be severely lower.
Yeah.
Without the percent health on Kindred, your damage is not much worth mentioning. The dark banding does hit on Blitzcrank.
Looks like he's going for the crab here, but Karma is able to get down. Aurelia gets the kill up in top lane once she hits level 6. Monty is being collapsed on by the Karma and the Skarner here, and unfortunately goes down. Did he get the Scuttle Crab? He did not get the Scuttle Crab there.
No, he did not.
So looks like now they're just going for Dragon here.
We're trading across the map. We traded 1 for 1. Blue team's actually got a slight gold advantage, but only a slight one, and I don't see it being there for much longer.
Surprisingly, most of that advantage is coming out of the jungle.
Oh, wait. Baran is dead. Spanga chases him down with the flash ult and kills him.
Looks like that ties up the gold right there, but there's a big discrepancy in the amount of gold for the junglers, about 1,000 apart. And now with that kill going over to Cassiopeia and being almost double her Karma's CS right now, she's up about 1,000. even before 10 minutes, which is pretty impressive. And now I just feel like Aurelia is just going to start having her way with that lane, unless Firefly starts showing top. Looks like they're trying to collapse onto Skarner here, but he is very fast, able to get away once he gets inside of his zone.
Oh yeah, and even though it appears Aurelia is really just dominating Disciple, in the gold, the difference between them is almost negligible. It's only about 400, as opposed to the mid lane difference of about exactly 1,000.
Both of the mid laners pick up their lost chapter so they can stay inside of the lane a lot longer, as well as Cassiopeia picking up that tier. Which is interesting, because you don't usually go Morellas and the Seraphs, but you can do that if you want. You're going to have a lot of mana.
Spanga, I guess he just wants the ability to spam his E as much as possible.
Yeah. Looks like they're going for something bot here.
Income. Oh, CC chain onto the Blitzcrank, the Morgana Q, and he's taken down by the force shot from Gavin.
There's a good hold back from Skarner there. Now he's able to ult to the field. Nope, he does not get the ult off.
Away.
See the Jin ult here. That's one. Misses the second one. Here's the third one.
And he hits the
second. Fourth, he can go a little bit outside. Flash by Firefly here. He does not need the ult and gets it off. I was actually very surprised. I thought Firefly did a good job holding his ult for killing Blitzcrank, and then was going to use it on the Lucian, but unfortunately wasn't able to get it off after the Lucian dash and then a flash away.
And in the end, he didn't need to use it.
Yeah.
But however, he did have to use his flash, where it's using the flash would be about the same as just using the ult in the first place.
But you can see that the Skarner, just like the Nidalee and 2 games ago and their XI, is having a very big impact on this game so far.
These games lie certainly with the junglers.
While Monty is getting his red buff.
And one thing I have seen is that in all 3 games, Firefly has been consistently playing jungle, as in the other team the Firefly is not on. They've had a different person doing jungle each time.
Yeah, they've been mixing it up.
And I feel, honestly, mixing it up is a good way to say it, but then another way to say it is also, in my opinion, inconsistency could be a downfall for them. With blue team, actually, for the first time in 3 games, the blue team is ahead by 1,000 gold.
Yeah. Looks like Monsoon going in for a gank here, trying to dodge that Dark Binding, just dodges right out of it. He's able to walk back into lane. Surprised
but then, however, here comes
did not go for any sort of flash ult there.
Oh, Skarner, and he, the clutch ult right before the Skarner uses it.
Surprising that Morgana did not go for the ult there, but it was worth it. Nice dodge there from Gavin outside of the rocket grab. Not allowing Blitzcrank to get grab him. Gonna take that entire wave as it hits the bottom lane. Yeah, that was good play by the Cassiopeia right there. And it's interesting because Skarner is getting ahead and is allowing his team to snowball, but you still have a big CS difference in between the Karma and the Cassiopeia, and you have about a 20 CS
and
difference
Aurelia
in the Yasuo. So this might be the closest game that we have so far. A little bit of an invade, flashes out of the rocket grab right there.
And the 4-man collapse just barely lets them through the fingers. Jin has come up to help Yasuo. Gavin and Disciple are deciding to push back against the lots a bit.
I also think that with the lack of a Cole on Lucian right now, Jin's going to get a little bit ahead. Because right now they're just sitting with the same items right now, but Jin is sitting on that Cole as well. Gavin going to top side, they must be doing some sort of lane swap, feeling that they can get more out of the bot lane.
Monty has finally claimed a mark.
Awesome. Wow, I mean, sending a Jin against an Aurelia and just... I don't know about that. They're trying to kite back from this.
And especially since Aurelia is 2 levels ahead of him. I don't see it being...
Here. I don't think they're going to be able to do a lot here. Meeks is just sitting in the bot lane farming, not able to get here.
Monty dies. Spanga dies. However, Yasuo was picked off by the rocket grab.
Oof, I don't know
And
about that.
taken down by Meeks.
I don't know about that wind wall there. A little bit sideways.
Actually, that seemed to be a little bit of a misclick.
Yeah.
And with the killing of the Yasuo, Monty has again gained another stack.
Perfect. He's on his way.
His damage has increased to 2.5% extra of their max health.
The blue team should really be punishing bot lane going for the tower here. Them getting first tower is a very big advantage.
Oh, the impale coming off on this Irelia.
Nice
flashes
flash
Dark Binding. Still gets hit by the stun and dies behind tower.
Yeah, I feel like after seeing 3 people in the mid lane, the bot lane should have gone ahead and moved up. Because now I think they're gonna... Oh, they just lose the kill there. But as you can see, Skarner having a big impact on this game, getting 2 crucial impales off in the last about 5 minutes.
And they appear.
They're pinging Monty right now because they want to go for that stack, but it looks like he is going to grab his 3rd stack here, but he might not be able to get away after the Combine and the Jingle coming down.
Dark Binding and Focused Resolve keep him in place long enough for the Jhin to kill him.
Nice hold there to give the Jhin over, give the kill over to the Jhin. Jhin over to the kill.
And both waves were cleared in mid, so they're gonna start at a neutral in the middle. With the blue team 3,000 lead now, 3,000 gold lead, 4 kill deficit. Blue team 3,000 gold and 4 kill lead.
Yeah, I feel like this game is really going to depend on how Irelia starts doing. If Irelia is able to carry, get kills, misses the stun, stuns a minion instead.
And she's just waiting for him to use his and is able to dodge right over it. Project Lucian. And it seems like this is going to turn into a team fight. Now it's a 3-on-3.
Yeah, but the Skarner is just able to get in and do some damage. The Irelia gets exhausted there, and the Morgana ult getting off, but Skarner is just ripping through the front line right here.
Making work. Impale. Missed Dark Binding results in a dead Morgana. So it turns into a 2-for-1.
That would have been a perfect time for Topanga to just walk down and help out, but I think now they might even try to collapse on Monte here. Topanga is standing in the mid lane. No, he's coming to help out.
Nope. Monte's just kiting away Baron and Firefly. And it seems like Spanga is just, he wants to hit on that turret. And Jhin, actually, Gavin, who's just been alone on the island called top lane, has decided to take out the red team turret.
Yeah, almost finishing up his pull right there, about 30 away. Interestingly enough, we have both of the supports building Sightstones this game. Looks like Monty might get collapsed on here.
And he is. The passive stun, flash comes out, but then he's smited, and he's barely is not able to get the dance of arrows off of the wall.
Yeah, Skarner just having a massive impact on this game. And with that Sheen going for some sort of damage here, maybe a Triforce, maybe some sort of Iron Gauntlet.
Dark Binding on Spanga keeps him away and ensures that blue team will be getting this Cloud Drake.
Yeah, Monty
So
just not having a great
Spanga
impact on this game.
slithers away back to mid lane.
Yeah, Firefly just taking over Monty's jungle.
Super very deep, but I mean he's not being punished for it, so there's no reason not to be.
And also the Blitzcrank hasn't had that much of an impact on this game. I feel like the blue team has a really, really great team fight team, but I think with the Blitzcrank they can catch people out, but they haven't really been able to do that.
Oh, Alats goes in on Gavin, but he's forced to turn away as the Morgana comes up to help. Firefly stuns Spanga. In comes Baron.
Pulls the impaled, gets...
Petrifying Gaze, not able to save him, and he dies still. Alats also dead.
Yeah, this just seems like the last game where it just starts spiraling out of control. It looked like the red team had a good chance early on, but I think just with the lack of pressure that Monte is not able to put on the map, and because Aurelia isn't really able to one-shot one of the carries, I think this game is just really gonna spiral out of control for the blue game.
And then when the Jhin roamed top lane and decided to start pushing that, the Aurelia wasn't there to try and keep him off, so he was able to get that tower basically for free.
And they're really just sending they're sending Jhin into one of the lanes just to try to get some towers, and it's worked for them. They now have 2 towers, and the red team has 0. I think what the red team should start to do is they should start sending the Aurelia alone in one lane and just try to have the 4 defend the rest of the map. Trying to let Aurelia soak up XP, get some more farm, and maybe get some towers. But unfortunately, she's not really able to do that, and she's just trying to team fight right now.
And honestly, one of the parts that when it comes to Jhin, it seems like he's been left alone long enough that when he does finally start to incorporate himself into team fights, as he is now, well, Monte barely saves himself with his own ult. And he gets out and they kill Jhin. Oh, never mind what I was going to say.
He is free on the outside to get some damage down.
Oh, the threading of the needle forces Baron to flash.
It was a good impale onto Meigs, but it looks like Red Team is going to be able to win this one just because they're able to kite back, and because of the impale on the Lucian they weren't able to get it down. Lucian was free to get auto attacks off on the side, and a full culling went off on the entire team, so that's why they won that fight. Yasuo not able to have that great of an impact, and having a damage Skarner not really able to blow anybody up, and even grabbing somebody with the impale, he didn't die. So
nope.
They're able to get 2 towers off of this, basically equalizing the gold lead. Missing a rocket.
Let's not forget the most important point, the most important advantage for the red team in that fight. Monty got another stack.
It's true, and the ult was actually pretty good. It allowed him to stay alive.
It saved him and allowed Cassiopeia enough time to take out the Jhin. Cassiopeia actually, even though she was a little down early game, Karma was able to kill her. Like I said, she has been able to come back and make a huge impact on these fights with her petrifying gazes and her W, the miasma.
It is kind of unfortunate right now for the blue team. They've had such great dragon control, but they've only been able to get 2 drakes, and they've both been cloud drakes. So it's, it's what are they gonna do? So, and dragon's about to come up in another 2 minutes. Looks like they might be able to answer this push. Let's see the rocket grab right here going in. Goes in for the E there, and the knockout. Misses the rocket grab, unfortunately. Tries to go for the sidestep, but it doesn't happen.
And really, we've reached a point in the game where red team knows that they're behind, and so they're trying to keep away and farm up and try to keep the goal distance as low as possible.
I would agree that this is precisely what they need to do. They need to send Aurelia into one lane, try to get picks with the Petrifying Gaze, with the Rocket Grab, and try to get some sort of lead and catch people out. Unfortunately, they're sending Lucian down bot to try to get him some CS so he can catch back up, do a little bit more damage, because I do think that these team fights are going to be based on how well Lucian is able to kite back and get his damage off.
Yeah, since Jhin and Morgana were able to kill the bot lane turret, and then Jhin was able to kill the top lane turret, blue team has basically tunneled themselves into. Oh, Monty barely saved. Another fight going off in mid lane.
We got a TP coming out from the Aurelia right here, and I think she's going to be able to answer some of this. Lucian on the side.
Impale takes away. Firefly, really, the only thing he accomplished there with that Impale was to just almost kill himself.
Oh no! She's going to get out!
Oh.
What are you doing? Why'd you walk away?
Ghosts. Spanga Ghosts.
Oh, she's got it. All right.
Last snake bite in there for the win. And
I thought she was going to get away from that. No. Spanga turned around, was going to let the poison tick down, but miscalculated it.
One less tick away from dying. And so back what I was saying, unless they can get team fights where they get the advantage like that, red team should be trying to focus on pushing mid and bot, because blue team has tunneled themselves through mid and has kind of been ignoring top and mid.
It looks like Spanga might be able to get this tower here, so they might be able to actually go up to 4 towers here. Jin not even going up to answer that. They get a rocket grab onto Firefly right here. He is very tanky.
Firefly is... No, the exhaust coming out, so they might be... No.
Got the Jin ult on the side.
Coming.
Aurelia is messing up Yasuo on the side, but I don't think she's going to actually be able to do anything here.
Firefly actually is dueling with Aurelia right now and is able to push her away from killing Morgana.
Yeah, they need to move down so they can help her out, but I think she's just going to die here.
Nope. Disciple has his eyes set on Bob, but Bob uses his overdrive to get out.
That felt like it was a good team fight, but unfortunately, with the rocket grab hitting on the tankiest member of the team, Jin being able to get free shots on the side, and Aurelia being exhausted and getting Yasuo out of the fight, Red Team wasn't really able to get anything there. But the big thing that they did do in the last 5 minutes was get 2 towers, tying up the gold lead, and they keep on getting more and more kills onto this Cassiopeia, who is actually doing a lot for them.
The gold lead has been all but taken away from the blue team, as the difference between is only about 300 gold. Like with this Ocean Dragon, it might take it. It might increase it by a bit. Yep. But actually, no, it's still only about 300.
Dragons don't give any gold. I don't think.
Oh, really? Not anymore?
They used to, but they don't anymore.
Oh, I must have missed that.
Blitzcrank gets caught there after missing the rocket grab. They can't really answer anything here. Looks like they're just clearing out wards. Really, I think the red team's goal is just send Aurelia into one lane and try to do something else on the other side of the map.
Oh, yes.
Maybe send Aurelia. I mean, Aurelia doesn't have TP, but maybe send her bot and then start threatening Baron, or I don't know. But they really need to have some sort of game plan here instead of kind of just wandering around in the jungle and waiting for some sort of catch. It looks like Aurelia might be caught here. There's the Jin ult there. No Impale coming out from the Skarner. He does have it.
Monty's ult coming out, saving them for now, but they still have died.
Yeah, it's just, it doesn't... They are
Disciple taken down by Spango.
Firefly does have his ult here, but I don't think he's fast enough to be able to catch up to this.
From the constant Rylai's.
He's trying to get through those minions. He's getting minion blocked here. Looks like Gavin's going in.
Spanga is seriously becoming a force to be reckoned with.
We've seen coming up on the side. I don't think they're going to be able to do anything here, unfortunately. That was some great kiting back by Spango there, getting a lot of damage down and being able to answer the deaths of Aurelia and Kindred there. Really, they should not be trying to fight 2v5, unfortunately.
See, yeah. Red team, they're at this point right now, their ability to team fight, unless all of them are there and they engage, is severely less than the blue team's ability. And with the gold lead being non-existent for either team, red team is, but they have 2 more towers. They should be focusing on trying to push their objective advantage.
I mean, really the goal for the red team in a team fight is to get Kindred in there, throw down his ult, and have everybody focus the Kindred, and then allow Cassiopeia to try to get a lot of damage off, allow Blitzcrank to try to pull somebody out of the fight, and have Aurelia get onto the back line. Not exactly sure on who they should target other than the Jin, since Yasuo is building very tanky right now, going Iceborne, or what is that? Frozen Mallet into Phantom Dancer. But really, the blue team has the better team fight team, but they don't have a knockup, so they're not able to capitalize on the Yasuo ult. And if Yasuo is getting pushed out of the team fight by Aurelia or by a Blitzcrank pulling him out, he's not really able to do anything.
Oh, Monty might be dead as Firefly is able to catch him by the E.
Might be able to get out of this. Goes for a flash.
Comes out.
He misses the slow.
Right. Fast. Skarner's too fast, too quick. Monty's forced to ult.
The VM there as he uses the ult. Surprising that Firefly did not want to use his ult there, but maybe he thinks he could use it. He could save it for a more valuable target. Skarner is top lane, and and the red team should know this. They might get collapsed upon.
As
or they might
Skarner is coming in from behind. But it seems like it's not going to be much use as they're heading towards him alone, and the rest of the blue team is isolated away.
Like he's just going to run away. I don't think they're going to be able to catch him.
Nope.
He's a big tanky guy right now.
He's got some legs on that guy. That boy's got some legs on him. The Dark Binding hits. Is this again? Nope. Just uses it to get double poking. Blue team is just sending everything they've got in the way of skill shots in to try and start some sort of fight.
Yeah, fortunately, kind of like last game, the red team has a good amount of wave clear with the Kindred, with the Cassiopeia, and with the Lucians. While, I mean, I guess Morgana's W is really the only kind of like AoE damage that they have. So, I mean, obviously Karma, but
Karma has Karma's AoE really comes from her Q, which it's actually not as big of a threat, the AoE afterward. It's more the first hit.
Yeah, it looks like we're just slowing down the game right now. This is one of the closer games that we've had tonight.
Neither team has been able to just pick up the other team and throw them over the cliff yet.
Yeah, and I think that the 2 games before have both been over before the 30-minute mark, so we're looking at a long game here.
It'll be interesting to see how these players react to having to compensate for a long game.
Seems like
red team's pinging for Baron. They know that Skarner just picked up his pillar over there. They're gonna catch him. No, they're not. Not quite. Skarner turns around last second.
Red team does have a better Baron team. I really think that they need to send this Aurelia off to a side lane to try to pressure. I think that's what they're gonna do here. Send Aurelia.
Since the game slowed down significantly, and they don't have to worry quite as much about the blue team trying to engage on them, split pushing would be the best choice right now.
Dragon's up in about 30 seconds. I think they might try to fight over it.
Yes,
like it'll be a fire drag.
With this being the Infernal Dragon, there will definitely be a fight over it.
Getting wards out as it spawns in about 10 seconds. Monty pretty low here.
So about the Fire Dragon, specifically since both teams are so even, the little 3% increase in damage, even though it may not seem like a lot, could make a large difference in the long run.
Cassiopeia staying on the side, trying to be that front line, but she's just going to get impaled.
She gets just picked off.
It looks like they might be able to answer something here. Because
Petrifying Gaze catches both Morgana.
Alright, and then it looks like they're going to be able to collapse here because of the exhaust on the Karma. Skarner's not able to capitalize anything there with the Impale. The Impale goes onto the Cassiopeia, but with the Seraph's Embrace shield there, they weren't really able to blow her up, and the team was able to collapse. Aurelia going on to Skarner right here. Looks like the Rocket Grab might be able to come out, but just goes ahead and miss. And Aurelia is just shredding through this thing, and they do get the Skarner right there.
The Ardent Blaze coming out from Lucian
they really
as the snipe
immediately go to
do
Baron
the last
here.
bit of damage.
I think that's what they're doing.
Oh, they're pinging to go to Baron.
With their Skarner being down for about 35 seconds, I really think that this is the best option here.
And there is no vision from the blue team on the Baron, so
they're gonna know that they're gonna be doing it because of the Skarner.
Oh wait, there's the blue trinket ward coming out.
Yeah, I just don't think they'll be able to get here.
No, this is very fast. They just shredded that down.
So now what they should do here is they should put the 4 people in one lane and Aurelia in the other lane. They should try to get that bot tower next, with the Baron obviously getting a siege on, and the blue team not having great wave clear. Cassiopeia is picking up a Void Staff, so now that MR that the opposite team is building isn't really going to be of any use. Being able to
Athene's Unholy Grail will be less useful, along with the Mercury's Treads.
And the Null Magic Mantle that Skarner has. Not exactly sure what he's building that into. Via Zizzirat.
Yeah, could be. He's building it into the Hunter's Cowl, and then into the Raptor's Cloak.
Monty's sitting at 4 stacks right now. He's in the game, certainly. He's
keeping it together, quite definitely, along with these higher level players.
Yeah. I mean, really, he doesn't have to do a lot. He is not the damage source on the team, even though he was building damage. He gets that ult off, he's able to do it. They might be able to catch Monsoon here. Black Shield goes off, immediately goes off because of the...
They don't even need to hit him. The poison damage from Cassiopeia alone chunks him down to half health.
Looks like they're going to try to siege mid here as 5.
they've got themselves a Baron and induced cannon minion, so that'll be taking damage, taking health off the turret.
Rocket grab over the wall from Monsoon does not get the black shield out. Good grab there by Bob. Looks like they're just gonna go for some siege here. No wave clear on the blue team. That big cannon is doing a lot.
And they're just, oh well, now it's no longer Baron and it's taken out.
Really, I think they should just be pushing bot and getting that bot tower. Looks like that's what they're pinging right now to do.
Definitely.
Blitzcrank going through the jungle, clearing out some wards. May get caught here.
Nope. Everyone walked right past him.
2 people heading top.
Oh wait!
Get caught
here comes Skarner. Misses his E, but then the Jhin gets the snare, flashes over the wall, and with the Duskade proc is barely ticking his health. Not enough to deal not enough to kill him.
Yeah, Skarner just doesn't think that the flash is useful, but they're all collapsing on the Cassiopeia here. Goes for the Petrifying Gaze on the Skarner. The Ghost comes out. She's kiting here. The rest of the team really should just be pushing bot instead of going for chickens right here. Aurelia as well pushing top, but just a catch on the Cassiopeia, and red team isn't able to do anything while all 5 of them are collapsing on her.
It was a missed opportunity.
Yeah. Looks like Monty is going for the Krugs right there, getting his 5th stack.
Ooh boy.
And he is split pushing. He's split pushing.
Oh
That's
boy.
precisely what they need to do. No, he's backing. What are they doing?
What's happening? They're scared of the 4-person push down mid lane, even though they have Baron.
So. They're not going to be able to siege with the Baron.
Oh,
Rocket Grab goes in. Tower shots are going to be on Skarner. They don't get the stun out. Exhaust goes on. I don't think they're going to be able to get that.
The last oh wait.
Oh, Meek splashes in. Not able to get anything. Gonna get dueled here by the Jhin. Lots of damage going on.
Gavin definitely does more damage.
Somebody should be bot split pushing. Aurelia goes in, immediately chunks the Jhin down, but
Kindred really left bot lane for no reason.
I think he
switched his mark over to.
I think he got blue buff.
No, actually, Monty didn't get blue buff at all.
All right, then I don't know what he was doing.
I think he was hanging out in the bot mid brush for a while.
Looks like it. Finally, it looks like they're gonna go for this bot side. Personally, I think Aurelia should be going top, pushing that top wave in, trying to split them up. They're better. The blue team is better as a team. So Link's pretty low here. They may be able to punish this. Have a little bit of life.
He's being a little greedy.
Yeah. 331 farm on Cassiopeia right now. Almost 150 up on Karma.
Rocket grab just doesn't hit anyone. Oh, and yeah, Monty is down.
The damage. Gonna be able to collapse your Jhin
Jhin
ult them down. Firefly is saving his impale for Lucian, but I think that Meeks is able to kite enough back.
Oh, the Petrifying Gaze
getting a lot of damage down. Puts down the impale onto Shipanga. Goes on for Seraph's Embrace, but I think they're just going to run away. I think the red team is going to be able to run away from this fight just because of the Aurelia right here.
And he just cleans up. He's taking everyone out.
Blitzcrank backs in the bottom.
And he gets the ace on the blue team.
That was a good fight there. I think Firefly is really tunnel visioning on the Lucian.
Cassiopeia.
No, the Lucian, because he goes in really, really deep to get the Lucian, but the Lucian's able to get back. Bob does a great job rocket grabbing him back from the Lucian, so the Lucian can put more damage out. Impales onto the Cassiopeia, but doesn't even... They can't get anything out of that just because of that Seraph's Embrace shield that basically is half her health. And they win that fight 4v5 after Monty goes down.
A lot still has time to push bot lane, but has decided to go for red buff instead.
Yeah, it makes sense. So now we have Elder Dragon being up, but Baron is up in 1 minute. They're going to have to decide over which one they want. At this point, they should be going for Baron, but they might try to do the Elder Dragon for some reason.
Considering how this game, both teams have had a want to fight as opposed to push, for the red team, Elder Dragon might be a better option.
Yeah, maybe.
It would give them the extra true damage burn.
That's what they're hovering around as Skarner grabs his totem there.
That's what they're called, totems.
I have no idea what they're called. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's part of his passive, I think. What is his passive?
Here, I'll look it up. Crystal Spires. There's
Crystal
the Spires. And it seems like red team is just waiting to see what the blue team will do, and
they are going to be able to get this down pretty low. Some damage.
However, blue team's coming in, so they might have to back off a bit.
Yeah, but Jin is in base.
Oh, wait.
They try to get the rocket grab on the Morgana. Black Shield comes out. Nice flash there by the Morgana. Are they still on the Dragon? They still are on the Dragon. Dragon's at 5k. Jin is now here. Jin goes for the ult.
He's not able to get
They get the smite. Kindred does his job. Kindred immediately dies. They're killing down Firefly.
And Bob is kept down by...
And now they should immediately go to Baron.
Yes.
Because Firefly is down. They do not have a smite, though, but they should bait the Baron and then try to get them to fight them, because I feel like the red team is more ahead at this point.
Neither team has a smite, so... But because they have Elder Dragon, they're in the lead.
Monty did his job, though. He got the smite off, I think. Maybe.
Someone did. He was able to... Monty was not able to use his ult right before he died.
But Baron is getting pretty low. It's already almost dead, and it's dead. And blue team doesn't even contest.
Nope. Red team is just able to shred it using that damage over time, the true dot from Elder Dragon.
Yeah, and it looks like even though Skarner is having such a great impact on this game, the lead that Cassiopeia has over the Karma and the Aurelia is just doing wonder for the red team here.
They're going to barrel down top lane and take out this top lane tower with a large minion wave. But then, as they back away, the blue team takes out this wave.
Aurelia picking up a quick silver sash right here, just so she can get on top of anybody who she wants.
Or if in case she gets impaled by that Skarner.
And me finishing up his Infinity Edge, adding a lot of damage to his toolkit. This is really the best this team is going to be. I feel like they really should just head mid as 5 and just try to get something. Frozen Heart and Locket being picked up by the Blitzcrank, adding a lot of defenses to the team.
It honestly seems as if, since this game wasn't quite as much of a stomp fest, and the game is going much longer than usual, both teams are a little nervous.
Yeah.
They're not quite sure how it's going to go or how each team would react.
I mean, blue team is definitely still in this. A great Yasuo ult that can shut everybody down, maybe a 5-person Morgana ult, something like that, could definitely swing the game in blue team's favor. But with this Baron, with the amount that Cassiopeia is ahead, Skarner is on the side, tries to go for an impale, but does not get
Rocket
it.
grab misses also.
But they are doing damage to this tower as Skarner is standing on the side,
waiting for his opportunity to go in and impale one of their carries.
He tried. He got the chilling smite onto the Cassiopeia, but she just was able to walk away.
Back into her team.
And that's the problem with this Skarner pick, is now that they have flashes, now that Cassiopeia has ult, is very, very fast, and the Lucian has his dash plus his flash, Skarner can't really grab anybody useful. So, really his best bet, I mean, impaling a Blitzcrank or impaling Monty, you know, would be fine. It takes somebody off of their roster, but looks like they're now splitting up the push here, which is exactly what they should be doing.
Yes.
Setting
and actually, potentially, impaling Bob or Monty
like
in some ways would be a better idea. Yes, the culling comes out, but it's completely blocked by Firefly's shield.
And this is great by the red team, who I'm guessing one of them is probably listening to the stream. They should have Aurelia be pushing top with this Baron as the rest of the team pushes the rest.
And she is, yeah. Honestly, impaling a Monty or Bob could have better results than in trying to impale the Cassiopeia, because if you impale Monty, you prevent him from using his ult and saving someone who is at low health, and if you impale Bob, you prevent Bob from rocket grabbing and keeping people off of Lucian.
Yeah, and you get the rocket grab onto the Skarner, and he just immediately dies because of the amount of damage. As Aurelia gets the top tower, is going in on the Karma, trying to kill her.
And is able to push her off enough that she can get the inhibitor for free.
And this is perfect. They get 2 towers, and now they're onto both of the inhibs, and blue team just can't answer here because they don't have their Skarner. And they're trying to go for the win here, trying to go for some sort of...
This could is potentially end game.
I think they're going to try to back here.
Monty hit by the Dark Binding. His ult's out. I don't think it'll be enough to save him.
I think they're going to kill the Cassiopeia there.
They still have the Karma and the Morgana, though. 2 for 1 worth.
Yeah. Morgana got really low after Kindred was auto-attacking her. Now they're going for the mid tower. They're just able to keep this siege going, even though they don't have Baron anymore.
They're just so far ahead. They've snowballed so big that it's basically just an avalanche.
And with Morgana and Karma down, they can just do whatever they want. And now blue team just has to play clear the waves, and they have to make sure that that they don't get overrun by minions. Looks like red team's gonna back once more, and then they're gonna try to go for some sort of final team fight. Ooh! Oh, he canceled his back. I think he could have gotten the back off. The Firefly is scared. Wow, that's crazy.
Yes.
Alright, and
seems like we've hit a bit of a lull.
Yeah, and now they just got to push out the bot lane, or all of the lanes. That's what the blue team needs to do. Try to keep the lanes out.
Oh wait, Skarner might get caught out if the rocket grab hits. Never mind.
Skarner is
He's able to run away
with the dead man's blade.
Gives him that extra speed boost that makes him almost uncatchable. They don't take the Spire back from him at the Dragon. Left, and also in my opinion, Spires, they don't just add as the obvious bonuses of the move speed and the mana regen and stuff. They also add as a kind of makeshift ward.
Yeah.
Because if you own a Spire and then you see on the mini map that the enemy team has taken it, you know that there's at least one person there.
It looks like they're gonna go something here. Morgana uses
the rocket grab hit by the wind wall.
What it's called. Power Fist, that's what it's called. Alright, looks like we're just going for a final team fight here. This will be crucial if Yasuo can get some sort of knockup here to try to get his ults off. Gets a 2-person, goes for the ult.
And Jhin ult's coming out, is going to snipe down and kill.
Out, but Meigs is just sitting in the back line. The Morgana ult is coming out, but Meigs uses both of his summoners to get out and are able to just take down that Morgana. Aurelia in the back line, killing their back team. Aurelia gets a triple kill. Trying to get into the fountain, but that is just going to be end of the game.
Looks like end of the game. 45-minute game, and the red team was winning with a dominating 13,000 gold lead.
Blue team was ahead early because of that Skarner, but they were just not able to roll that into any sort of win.
No.
So.